Greetings, back with another one. This installment, I want to talk about my time playing this game known as Xdefiant. I'm sure a lot of you may know what that is, but like I said, I'm late to the show. I know a lot of people who have been playing this game have been talking about it already. But I just want to talk about my experience playing this game. Um, I mean, as you know, I'm more of a Gears of War type of guy. I mean, I haven't really played this style of shooter since probably Modern Warfare 2, which was a while ago. And some people was calling this game a COD killer. I really don't know about that, but like I said, my experience playing this game so far is you know, slightly. I mean, it's satisfactory, above average. I've been having a fun time with it, and I just want to talk about some things that I do like and some things that I don't like. And I'm gonna try to end it with a positive note. And I'm just playing with some buddies. And this was actually my first time streaming this game on Twitch. This is my very first time streaming. I never streamed it, and so with this little footage that I have, very first time on the stream, Twitch jacked up, and I wasn't able to stream for as long as I wanted to. But like I said, I was able to get some footage. So here you go. So you don't have to be subjected to seeing me the whole time. But this game is very fast paced. It's kind of like that. That whole run and gun, Rambo style shooter. I would say it requires a little bit more teamwork than the Call of Duty style. Call of Duty, you can have a guy that just go crazy. I mean, you have guys that go crazy on here too, but with all of the abilities and stuff, it's kind of hindered sometimes of the gameplay with the abilities. And I mean, I personally think that the two most deadliest classes on here are the Echelon, and I would have to say the Phantoms. The Echelons, because they just have this ability where they can just scan through walls and see everybody. Like I said, they've done updates since then, and actually the this season is still currently going on. But before this season happened, the cooldowns for the scans where they can just see through walls and stuff like that, it was such a pain. And for my playstyle, because as you can see, I'm playing with the AA-12, and I've already maxed out the level to like 400. Well, because they've added more ever since the update. They've added more, skins and stuff like that. Of course, they have this stupid battle pass. Like I said, this was a free to play game, and I'm not paying for the battle pass. I kind of despise the whole battle pass thing. I hate that the gaming industry kind of adopted that from the mobile side. But hey, what can you do? But yeah, I mean, I would say based on my playstyle, I'm a shotgun character. Depending on the stage, sometimes I'll play with like the assault rifle and stuff like that. But I exclusively use most of the shotguns. And for this stage right here, or Dumbo, it benefits my style greatly. And I'm kind of like just running around. So sometimes, my buddies, when I'm playing with them, one of my buddies tries to stick with me, but because I'm a shotgun character, I have to keep moving because my weakness is my range. So as you see, I'm just running and gunning, and I got popped right there. But my favorite class is probably the cleaner. I like the cleaners, and with the incendiary damage. I also play with the libertards, the healing class. That was the class that I first started playing with, the healer class, libertards. But yeah, I like the cleaner a lot. But honestly though, I kind of avoided playing with the echelon class for so long because I was just so annoyed by that class. They have probably the best super or the ultra in the game. I call it the golden gun, the golden eye super. I mean, you basically have ability where you can scan the walls. That's a regular ability, and then once you get the ultra, you can scan through walls, see where everybody is, and the gun is so powerful. It's like one shot, you're like dead, and it's just it has to be the most brutal ultra in the game, at least in my opinion. The people who give me a lot of problems I've seen it's either an echelon, and if it's not an echelon, then it's going to be a phantom. The phantoms they use. I mean, like when I play with the phantom, I mostly use like the riot shield because because like I said, I have to get closer in. So when people see me and I'm out of range, sometimes I'll use the riot shield and I'll mount it. I mean, I'll draw the riot shield, and then the enemy would turn around and try to run away from me. And then I would drop the shield real quick and just run after him and pop him. And I also use like this burst shot pistol that I use a lot. It's really good for my play style, and I can get, you know, eliminations with it from a good distance. And that's a decent combination for me to use right now of the style that I play. But like I said, for my style, the Echelon is probably the best class for my style because I don't really use the Intel suit. I use the Heli suit where you can just cloak and just run around and stuff like that, and get close to enemies and stuff like that. But what I'm saying, my favorite is still the cleaner, and I like it a lot, and I get a lot of chip damage because of the incendiary rounds and stuff like that. And I don't even know which class I'm playing right. I don't even remember. But oh yeah, I think I'm playing with cleaner here. But yeah, man, it's just so like I said, the pros of the game, it's just like I said, I enjoy it. I enjoyed the different class styles because I never expected the Ubisoft, using the Clancy license to put all of these games under the Clancy license, the Tom Clancy license. I never expected this idea. I never seen this coming. So this was kind of a cool idea on Ubisoft's part, putting all of the games. It was like Far Cry, Ghost Recon. Matter of fact, I just got through playing Ghost Recon Wildlands because I missed it the first time around, but they threw it in the Game Pass, so I went ahead and played it there. Had a good time with it. But it's Far Cry, Ghost Recon, the Division. Division was a good game. I had fun with that. I never really got into the San Splinter Cell. I never really got into that game. I played probably like the first couple of ones, but I really didn't stick with them. The Division games, the ones under the Clancy license, the Division of games, the games that I probably played the most. And then Ghost Recon is probably after that. I didn't play Far Cry that much either. I wanted to get into it, just didn't get into it. But yeah, I mean, overall, I can't complain really. I mean, I kind of get my way because playing with a shotgun in this game, it is limited in terms of range and stuff like that. Because I would say the gun that really kicks my ass a lot in this game has to be the sniper. Because I'm playing with a shotgun, and then you got a person. But I'm saying something. The shotguns, not the shotgun, but the sniper rifles in these games, the long shots, those guns are so, and I hate to use that word, but overpowered. They are. In this game, you don't even have to get a headshot like how as opposed to like games like Gears. This game, you could just get like a body shot, a toe shot, and you're gone. I've done it myself, like I said, because like I said, when it comes to like things that really gets on my nerves, I kind of avoid playing with them myself because that's just how I am. The thing that kicks my ass the most is the thing that I'm going to complain about the most, but I try to avoid playing with it. But I remember the very first time I was playing with the sniper, I went positive. I played very well, but the gun is just it's so, I don't know. It's just so, it's so overpowered to me. I think, and I hate that they threw another sniper rifle in the game. They got three now. They started with two, now they have three, so more problems. But yeah, the snipers, like, I just think they need to tone those down a little bit. At least, like I said, when it comes to the one shot elimination, it needs to be a headshot. It shouldn't just be a body shot unless the person is weak. Like if the person only got like 20 some hit points left or half hit points, then that's fine. But I've got just murked one shot, body shot, and it was just crazy. Cause and how I know it's a body shot, cause I've done it. I've seen dudes, spawn, and I just hit him in the shoulder, just done. So I just think they should tone them down a bit. I doubt they do it, cause Ubisoft is not really the best when it comes to balancing and stuff like that. And another thing that I had to get used to is the NAT code. The NAT code in this game is, like I said, is Ubisoft. So I not like for situations like that, you're going around the corner, but you're still getting dropped. And I guess because when the other person's in, I'm already done. I'm already down. But on my screen, it just happens. The delay. So the NAT code is something that you have to get used to, because if you don't get used to it, you're gonna drive yourself crazy. So that's just something you have to get used to for those who haven't played this game yet or want to get into it. Saying for a free-to-play game, it is fun. I like it. Like I said, I don't take it too seriously. Yeah, I want to win, But there has been an excessive amount of cheating in this game. I've seen some videos of people talking about it. I don't necessarily know how it's done, but you just see some people in here. A lot of people have been called out. A lot of people have been banned from service and stuff like that, which is good. I mean, you can just see. I mean, the way like the irregular movements and stuff like that, and just it looks really really crazy. And some people moving faster than others. And I mean, I seen one guy going off with a pistol, I mean, just eliminating everybody. It was crazy. Like it just and because I said I watched Angry Joe's review of this game, and like I said, he pretty much said everything that I was gonna say. And I mean, also the hit detection. I mean, there was a lot of times where the reticle will form an X, which indicates that you've hit the target, but for some reason the hit doesn't register, even though the reticle tells you that you hit somebody, but for some reason it's just that the hit detection is very very terrible. And like I said, you get used to it because, like I said, I played Gears of War. That's my favorite shooter. So when it comes to bullet sponging or hit detection and stuff like that, that's nothing new to me. If you're a Gears head like me, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, I mean like hit detection and the net code and all that stuff. But also it's just the style in which certain people play, like the bunny hopping, like that's what Angry Joe calls it, like the bunny hopping. People just jumping up and down, going crazy and stuff like that. I just think that that needs to be toned down. And if people are gonna do that, you shouldn't be able to shoot as accurately the way that people do, man. Like I've seen some crazy stuff. Like I'm gonna be, streaming this game a lot more on my Twitch. I just like I said, this is just my first stream I did, but I'm really gonna start doing it just to point stuff out. Excuse me. But I'm telling you, man, a lot of people, man, it's just one of my boys. He said some guy was like doing like a spinning Rudy on the floor, spinning everywhere, just dropping through the floor, walking through walls and stuff like. It just I don't know how people are doing, but you know that it's a lot of cheating that goes on in this game, and I'm surprised that I wasn't the only one calling it out. I mean, there has been videos after videos after videos of people calling this stuff out, and people have been held accountable for it, and a lot of people have been banned from service, which is good. But there's only so far you can go. I don't know if Ubisoft will ever, really get a lock on it, but as long as some people are being held accountable, that's a good thing. But like it just like I said, it's just certain things that need to be toned down, like the bunny hop and all this stuff, and I think that the snipers and stuff need to be toned down, which probably won't, because like I say, Ubisoft is not really known for like doing that. I mean, they'll update stuff and give us more, but in terms of like nerfing and buffing and balancing, like I said, I don't want to sound like a negative Nancy here, but I wouldn't hold my breath when it comes to Ubisoft, because when I played the Division, that online service had a laundry list of problems as well. But yeah, man, it's just yeah, I'm playing with the Phantom here. And like I said, when I'm not playing with like the shotguns, the AA-12, my go-to assault rifle would be the AK-47, which is really good. And I really don't use optics with any of my guns. I like just using the standard issue, optics. I really don't use scopes. So let me clear that scopes. I don't know, because it when it comes to your aim down sight time and your sprinting while shooting time, it gets slower for some reason when you put certain attachments on. So you really have to, based on your play style, you really have to be as concise as you need to be in terms of the attachments. And what I always try to focus on more than anything is probably my uh, accuracy on my guns. I always try to make sure my accuracy is up as much as it can be. And some of the guns I play with the A12, or I play with the double barrel as well. Double barrel is really strong, and that's a one shot kill as long as you're within range, man. But I've seen people down me with that gun from sweep distance, and I'm like, man, how did that happen? But when I play with it, I got that same treatment. I'm shooting people from mad far, and that gun you only get two shots when you have to reload again. But one shot is enough for that gun. It kind of reminds me of the sawed off in Gears of War 3. I mean, just one shot, you're dead. But in the current battle pass, this current season, they put a sawed-off shotgun for the primary slot, and now I'm still working on that because I'm a sawed-off guy. I love sawed-offs, and like I said, I want them to put the sawed-off back in Gears of War E-Day, but I digress. But they put a sawed-off in this game, and I think you have to be like level 80 in the battle pass. I'm like level 65, 66, or something like that. So I'm still working on it, and we have what 50 days at this recording. We have like what 50, 49 days left. So I'm sure I'll get it by then. But once I get the sawed off, I might, I'll definitely equip that to put it as my primary, work on that. And like I said, just working on all the shotguns, really. I mean, the other shotgun, I forget the name of it, but uh, it's kind of the weakest link for me in terms of shotguns. Like I said, AA-12 is that's my go-to. That's my first. As you can see, I got the Prism skin for that. I mean, that's my gun. It's my favorite gun in the game. I already knew I was gonna be a shotgun guy playing this game anyway. You see me trying to use the riot shield, but I put it down. But luckily, my teammate got him. But yeah, man. I think for that spider thing, I remember with this season because originally you can shoot the spider off, but I mean my buddies tell me you can still do it after the update, but for some reason it won't work for me. Like that dead set class is very very annoying with that spider. I mean you can shoot the spiders before they jump onto you, but like once they're on you, it's so difficult to get them off. And I've struggled with it. And my buddy said you can do it with a pistol, but you can't switch the gun. I guess you gotta have your pistol already equipped when you get attacked by the spider. But the spider ability is so annoying. Um, Echelons with the scan, but like I said, at least they increased the cooldown. The cooldown is it's a longer cooldown now for the echelon, so you don't feel like you're getting scanned with the intel suit every 5 seconds. So they did, but like I said, I mean this game is still young, it's still fresh, it's still new. So I mean this is only the first season of this first season I believe. So they're still you know working through the kinks and all that stuff. So yeah, this is probably my shooter that I've been playing. Go back and forth between this and Gears, 5. But yeah, what more can I say? Oh, and I'm glad that they finally put the team deathmatch in there as well, because originally before the update, there was no team deathmatch in here. We had to do all those other modes like domination and the escorts, and I just don't care about any of those modes in a game like this. I would say domination is probably the worst because the zones don't change. I mean, you have to go in there and take the zone and hold them. As a point of, I forget the other mode where the zones actually change, but domination, it is tough. It is tough. Escort is kind of tough too, especially when you got people sniping all day. When you got a bunch of echelons and they're all sniping, it is very very annoying. Very annoying to get through that obstacle course. But with the TDM, the team deathmatch, my buddies and I, we kind of get our way playing this mode because there's no objectives or anything like that. You just have to. The first team that gets to 100 is the victor. And as you can see, we're doing pretty well here. We're up, and it's just like I said, for my play style, TDM is the best way to go. And sometimes I go solo. A lot of times I play with my buddies on this game. And yeah, man, I'm just hoping, in the near future that they continue to polish the game and stuff like that. And honestly, I want more. I want more guns, but I want more attachments too. Because by the time you get to like level 39 or 40 or 41, right around that level of range, you pretty much have all the attachments for all of the guns, and I want more attachments. I mean, 'cause like I said, if we're expected to hit level 400 with these skins, we should get more attachments. I mean, I don't know how much more they can do. If not give us more attachments to give us more guns, which they did do. We got an additional sniper, we got an additional assault rifle, we got a new primary shotgun, but it's in the primary section with all of the other pistols. And I think we got another. Did we get another SMG? I don't know. or another light machine. I don't know, but yeah, but I also like playing with the RCP 90 too. That's a submachine gun that I like to play with as well. And the other Uzi looking pistol was called the M9 or 9, I can't remember, but that Vector, I mean, like my buddies been telling me like the Vector is one of the best guns in the game. I don't use it, but playing this, I've noticed that's probably the gun that I get killed by a lot. The Vector, the I think it's called the M9, the SMG. Those two weapons a lot. Um, that new assault rifle, with the LV, I forget what it's called, but it's the latest assault rifle that they put in it. I deal with that a lot, and snipers. I mean, like I said earlier, I mean the snipers, you know, they drop me more than anything because it's so powerful, such a powerful weapon. And I'm slowly getting into using marksman scout rifles. They're pretty good, but because with that gun, that's like two body shots and you're done. And so I kind of, I'm trying to, approve with other, weapon categories, but I'm just so set in my ways when it comes to the shotgun, the A12 in particular. That is I mean, that's just my bread and butter. I mean, that pistol that I use right there, like that's a good pistol for my playstyle. I started using the Magnum, but then I moved over to that. But yeah, but this was they had like a little weapons experience boost, which I did not want. I wanted the battle pass boost because I want to get closer to level 80 so I can get the sword off. But I'll get there eventually. But yeah, man. I mean, what more can I say about this game? Like I said, above average when it comes to the fun factor, at least for me. I mean, there's a lot of things that they can work on in terms of kind of maybe nerfing some of the weapons. Be like it's just like I said, I don't know. Either it's just people cheating or it's just the gun is just overpowered. Like it just I don't know. But like it's just crazy. It's just crazy. And that stage, Attica Heights, that is my most hated stage in the game. I mean, that stage is just sniper central. I mean, when I play with my shotgun, I try to like I have to like I have to reroute because that stage it takes place mostly on the outskirts. I mean, and another thing about this game I had to bring up the spawns, the selection, man. Like spawn placements is just. I mean, it was just too many times where I was spawn somewhere, get blown up, or I was spawn, get sniped. I mean, you just got a plank instant of life, and next thing you know, you're just getting dropped. So yeah, the spawn placement in this game can be improved, especially when your team is down and the opposing team is just already in your spawn, just wiping you out. You have to die like 4 or 5 times in a row for them to switch to spawns. So that's kind of annoying as well. And there's also this new class, the GSK. Yeah, let me talk about some of the abilities. The GSK class, I think their abilities could be better. Like that barbed wire, it's not really good for TDM. I mean, that ability is good for like taking zones and stuff like domination or stuff like that. I mean, that's what that is meant for. And just the dailies, the objectives that they want you to do in order to unlock the other character skins for that class, it is annoying. I have not done it yet. Because like I said, that's not a class I really play. I've tried it a couple of times. I'm really not into the barbed wire. Cause like I said, I mean, if I played a different mode, the barbed wire would probably be fine. But for TDM, it's just not really good. Unless you're a team who camps all day, and I've seen teams do that. But luckily, with the barbed wire, all you have to do is just melee it, and it goes away. And then they have this other ability where this is some sort of a device that neutralizes any opposing thrown devices like grenades and stuff like that. I don't know if it stops spiders or anything like that, but it neutralizes thrown items and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. But like I said, that class, it's more like a class where you just hunker down in a position. I mean, that's not really a class that's meant to be on the move. So I mean, I think personally, I think Ubisoft needs to switch those abilities for that class, give it something else, or give us more abilities for these classes that are match type specific. If we're doing escort, I mean, me personally, that would be a good idea. I think that we should have abilities meant for match types. Like if we're playing escort, we have abilities meant for that mode. If we're doing domination or capture the flag, we have abilities for that mode. TDM, abilities for that mode. That may be asking for too much, but that's just me just being excessive with the suggestions and stuff like that. But I think that would be pretty good because it's just some abilities for certain modes. They're just futile. But the cleaner has two good abilities I like. The drone is pretty good because it keeps you out of danger, and I mean especially with the incendiary damage. I've seen it too many times when I would put the incendiary damage on, and I'll just throw the drone, or I'll throw the drone before I even start firing. It's pretty much like a one hit kill if you get hit with it dead on. And the firebomb is really good. I think people probably use that more when they're playing as the cleaner. The firebomb, you just pretty much if you see a cleaner just running at you and they're not shooting at you, you know what they're gonna do. They're gonna drop that firebomb. But it's been very glitchy since the update. I don't know if Ubisoft is working on it because I've seen, like I said, on my feed, you know, you see the animation of them dropping it down, but it doesn't fully, it doesn't happen, it doesn't engage, and then you end up getting dropped. So I've seen that a lot. So yeah, hopefully they're fixing that. But I mostly use the drone anyway because it keeps me out of danger, and that's more range for me, especially when I'm using a shotgun. The Libertad is really cool. You can heal teammates just by standing next to them. You got the one heal where you can just heal like radius, and then you got that one where you can just throw the green tea. I call it green tea. Throw the green tea on the ground. That's mostly meant for like hunkering down, like zones and stuff like that. So I mostly use the other one. Um, Dead Sack, obviously the spider. If I'm playing with a Dead Sack, I use the spider. I'll just sit there and follow the spider around, wait until it catches somebody. And once it attaches on somebody, that's an easy elimination for me. But yeah, man, there's nothing more I can really say about the game. I mean, the stages are pretty cool. Like I said, I despise Attica Heights. I do not like that stage. This stage, Dumbo, is pretty cool. I would say my favorite stage in the game is between the Echelon headquarters and the stage. I think was it the arena from the division stage. That stage would be perfect if it did not have a high ground. That's the only thing that makes that stage so annoying. Because when you're trying to walk out of the tunnel, you're getting just sprayed as soon as you walk out of the tunnel because the opposing team is just hunkered down at the top. If they get rid of that high ground in that stage, it would be a perfect stage. I just wish that stage was just flat. But yeah, I would say probably Echelon HQ is number one, and then that would probably be number two. And they added a new stage called Clubhouse, where it's like a garage or like a chop shop. It looks like that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I mean, the stages are very, very detailed and stuff like that, and especially, I mean, for a Ubisoft game, they're not bad at all. Grenades. I'm mostly a proc guy, proximity mine guy, because like I said, I'm on the move, so mostly I'll just throw procs and I keep it moving. And while I'm running, sometimes I'll get killed. I'll get a lot of kills because I'm just running around. That's what you notice is you see a lot people running around with the pistols because you move faster with the pistol. I really don't do that. I always because I gotta have my shotgun ready for situations like that. But procs, yeah, and every time when I'm playing, I'm mostly the only person that will use the procs. But then some people will try to mirror you and use procs, but they're only using it because you're using it. I mean, most people will use standard frags. A lot of people use flashbangs as well, and luckily you can switch the settings on the flashbang effects, like because default is just it starts with the white screen, but you can turn it to a black screen, and with the black screen it doesn't really strain that much. It doesn't really hold that much. Sometimes I got flashbang with the black screen and nothing happened. I'm just still playing, so that's pretty cool. The ultra for the GSK, or however, if you get hit by that ultra shield, it looks like your screen is just broken when you get hit by it. When I remember the first time I got hit by it, I thought the game had messed up. I thought it was like a frame rate drop, but now that's supposed to happen. You just get bashed with the shield so hard. And I wish that, and also with the cleaner ultra, the flamethrower, it's pretty. It's cool. It's fine. It's fine. You just gotta move around. And the phantom bubble, that weapon. Only thing about that is just, you walking around very slow. You can't move as fast. But I understand why, because you got the shield, and in order for people to take you out, they have to walk in the shield to take you down. Um, the Dead Sec Ultra, where you just hack everybody, that's annoying. That's annoying because it's a full screen special. I mean, like, there's no avoiding it. Once they unleash it, everybody's affected by it. So just disable all of your specials and your abilities and stuff like that is very annoying. And like I said, that Echelon Golden Gun, man, and that special is the truth. And my team, we've lost so many close battles because of it. The score would be like 90 to 92, and the opposing team will pop that golden gun, and it would just mow us all down, and we'll just lose out of nowhere. It's just so annoying, man. But the Echelon class, man, it is a force to be reckoned with. It is, and Phantom is just not too far behind. The Phantom class, they have 20 extra hit points than every other class. But those two classes give me probably the most problems. But like I said, with my playstyle, the Echelon works for me the best because of my playstyle. But I play with the cleaner more than anything, and then I play with the Libertad. But yeah, man, Xdefiant. I mean, solid gameplay. I'm not complaining. I mean, once you get past the negatives and stuff like that with the nat code and the bunny hopping, and like I said, the cheating, it is being examined, and Ubisoft is doing their best to you know track these people down and stuff like that. So it's not like they haven't been doing anything. They have been doing a lot to get on top of it. It's just sad that people take these games this seriously, where they have to cheat and ruin everybody else's experience. But yeah, Xdefiant is solid gameplay. I know I'm probably a broken record at this point, repeating myself, but yeah, man, that's all I have to say. And just gonna get through this season and waiting for the next season. Like I said, we still probably got 50 to 49 days left of this season, but I'm gonna keep on playing until then. Just looking forward to the future and see how long these legs for this game will be. But all right, y'all. 31 cents added, another one for the archives. It's your boy Bleak signing off. Until next time.